This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Stacy Jensen. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
And welcome to KPVM and Ace Country Radio News. I'm Stacy Jensen. Deanna has the night off. It is Friday, January 13th. Well, Monday is Martin Luther King Day, and a fundraising luncheon is set to be held in his honor to support a local scholarship fund.
On Monday, January 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Pahrumps Martin Luther King Foundation invites you to join them for their 21st annual All People Luncheon Scholarship Fundraiser. This fundraiser supports our local high school students, children with special needs, and other local organizations. Everyone is invited to come down and enjoy a great lunch, fabulous entertainment, an award presentation, raffles, and prizes. They will be located at Pahrump Community Church at 1061 East Wilson Road. Tickets in advance are $25, but they are $30 at the door, or you can buy a table for 6 at $160. They ask that all payments are in check form and made out to Pahrumps Martin Luther King Foundation. For more information and for possible advertising opportunities for their 2023 magazine, you can contact President Linda McLaughlin at 775-671-6127, or you can email her at rosielinda@msn.com.
And a small group of concerned citizens has formed to address issues parents, teachers, staff, and students may be facing in the Nye County School District.
So our group is called NYSAP, which stands for Nye Schools Accountability Project. We are a group of concerned parents, community members, and teachers who really feel like the school district needs to be held accountable more than they have been. And there's not always the opportunity for them to be a voice, and we want to be that voice for them. Oh, at our last meeting, there were about 8 of us
so far.
But
more
we
people
just started.
interested, yes, but they're afraid to show. They're afraid to come to the meetings right now because they are. They don't know if they can trust us yet, and so we're hoping that we can prove our trust to these people.
Well, I can tell you that at many meetings I've sat with other teachers who have been upset about what's being said, whether they feel like it's untruthful or just flagrant lies. And I've said to them, say something. Oh, we can't. And that's always their answer. Oh, I can't. And so we want to be the voice for them because they feel like they can't. So our test scores are horrid. Like, I don't know if you've seen anything from the last meeting, but we are the bottom in the state of Nevada, and we've dropped. We weren't the very bottom 2 years ago, and now we are the very bottom. So there has to be something. We were discussing the curriculum. I've brought it up at board meetings. We had time left on the contracts for the curriculum that we had. And while I don't like the excuse of COVID, because the entire world had to deal with COVID, why on earth they would introduce new curriculum during COVID, so teachers not only had to find a new way to teach because not all students were in school, but then they also had to learn a new curriculum with very little lead time into the school year. We tentatively have January 16th, which is Monday, on the books at a 6 p.m. meeting. If anybody wants information on that, they can email us, and we can either take your concerns and discuss them as a group as we formulate what we're going to say at the board meeting on the 18th, or you're welcome to come and we can provide that information as to where it's being hosted this time. admin@nysap.com.
It's not a teacher problem. It's not a parent problem. It's a community problem.
And gas prices are falling, but Nevada's still a little higher than most. According to AAA Nevada, our state currently ranks the 3rd highest in the nation, behind Hawaii and California for gas prices. As of today, the current average for regular unleaded is roughly $3.28 here in the state of Nevada. That's actually down from the $4.23 just a month ago. Nationwide swings in the price of gasoline are almost always due to the price of crude oil. The cost of raw crude oil typically only represents more than half the cost of a gallon of gasoline, but according to data from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, refining, distribution, taxes, both state and county, account for the remainder. According to GasBuddy.com, local gas stations here in the Pahrump area are hovering just about $3 a gallon. The top 3 Pahrump locations for low gas prices are Fast Trip Fuel on Horizon Market at 961 South Linda. They're at $3.07 a gallon. Fast Trip Fuel Horizon Market at 2030 West Bell Vista Avenue is also at $3.07 a gallon. And then Maverick, located on Highway 160, is at $3.08 a gallon. Traffic was blocked in all directions in a West Side neighborhood due to a 2-vehicle collision. Here's more on the story.
One person was transported from a 2-vehicle crash this morning off of Murphy Street and Dyer Road. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, Nevada Highway Patrol, and auxiliary units arrived on scene to find 2 vehicles that had a secondary crash into a stop sign and a fence. One individual was said to be medically entrapped inside the vehicle. That person was transported by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies are investigating.
And we'll be back with more News 25 right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest-reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. Well, a victim's use of a GPS helped to assist authorities in locating some stolen vehicles.
Law enforcement officials in Pahrump received a call for service regarding a stolen vehicle on January 5th of this year. The victim reported their vehicle was stolen in Las Vegas and told police they know the location of the vehicle by using GPS coordinates. According to the declaration of arrest, officers arrived at a residence in Pahrump who saw a male later identified as Martin Magaccio working on the stolen vehicle, which was a side-by-side utility vehicle. While deputies were approaching Magaccio, he immediately distanced himself from the vehicle and was not able to tell police who he received the alleged stolen vehicle from. According to the arrest report, the male kept changing his statement on how he came into possession of the vehicle and admitted to deputies to cutting the GPS tracker. Police arrested Magaccio for the alleged crime of being in possession of a stolen vehicle and was transported to the Nye County Detention Center. Later that day, police responded to an address in Pahrump regarding another stolen vehicle tracked by GPS. Police were able to speak with a female on scene who told officers that the stolen utility vehicle was dropped off by a male named Michael Brown, and he was driving a white semi-truck. According to the officer's declaration of arrest, Rush Truck Leasing out of Las Vegas reported one of their vehicles had been stolen, and they were able to track the stolen Peterbilt semi-truck by GPS, and its current location was at the Pahrump Walmart parking lot. Police made contact with the driver, who was later identified as Michael Brown. Michael told officers he got the vehicle from Caesars. Deputies arrested Michael Brown for the alleged crime of being in possession of 2 stolen vehicles and was transported to the Nye County Detention Center.
And we do have reports of an employee at a local discount store reporting that a customer assaulted him.
A customer who was at the Family Dollar store on Dahlia Street was arrested for allegedly slapping an employee after he was asked to leave the business several times. On January 9th, Nye County Sheriff deputies were called to the business in reference to an assault. Officers report that the male victim explained that he and a man, later identified as Reginald Barker, had a verbal altercation, and he was then slapped by the suspect in the face. According to the report, the suspect, described as a black male adult with long dreads, entered the store and began pointing at and talking to the reporting party. The victim in this case says to police that he felt antagonized and was challenged to a fight by Barker. At that time, he says Barker left the store, and the employee says he went back to work at his cash register. Moments later, he says a suspect allegedly re-enters the store and slapped him in the face and walks away. The victim claimed he told the suspect to leave the store at least 4 different times during the confrontation. Sheriff deputies made contact with Mr. Barker at his home. He reportedly told deputies he was trying to get the victim to come out of the store so he could, quote, holla at him, but the employee refused. Barker was arrested for burglary of a business. Police say that Barker violated NRS 205.060 for burglary by entering Family Dollar with the intent to commit battery by using willful and unlawful force on the individual.
And Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas has logged over 4.56 million passengers in the month of November. Clark County Department of Aviation reporting that Harry Reid International has seen their passenger count increase each month and even saw a record 5.2 million travelers having arrived or departed in October of this last year. That's shattering to July's record of 4.9 million. November's passenger count was up 14.4% higher than November of 2021. This boosted the 11th month total for 2022 to 48.2 million passengers. That's a 34.8% increase over the same 11 months of 2021. We are still waiting on final numbers for the month of December, especially after all the flight delays and cancellations that occurred during the busy holiday season. Now we're going to Irene and Morgan from Nevada Legal Services say that more people are now attending free legal advice sessions with participating attorneys. The schedule is set for the year. Residents who meet the criteria can use this service.
Ask a Lawyer consists of a group of attorneys that volunteer for us monthly, and they either do it in person or via Zoom, where we are encouraging people to come out and ask any type of question that they have related to a divorce, custody, tenant rights, bankruptcy, name changes, how to seal their criminal record for employment purposes. So these attorneys volunteer their time, 15 to 30 minutes consultation to answer any questions that any individual might have for those type of cases. It's very exciting. We're having more traffic coming in thanks to the advertising of word of mouth, the court. We are having more clients come in once a month asking questions, asking for advice and possible placement with a pro bono attorney if possible. We have been having great outcome with the Ask a Lawyer thing. Thankfully, since we started doing them again.
Nevada Legal Services is a statewide nonprofit legal aid organization. We're the only organization operating in every state in Nevada, and we provide free legal help for people that can't afford an attorney.
They're private attorneys that we recruit throughout Las Vegas, and they volunteer their time, so they're doing it pro bono. So all the attorneys reach out to us and say, hey, I like this cause. I can't travel to Pahrump, but I'm willing to do it via Zoom. I'm willing to do it via phone. Or sometimes, hey, I can't travel to Pahrump this one day, and they're all volunteers who are doing it out of the bottom of their heart because they do want to help out the community. If they can contact me directly, I'll be the person who will be speaking to them. We do go based on an income bracket, so we do want to make sure that they do qualify for our services pro bono. And my direct number is 702-386-0404. My extension is 145, and my name's Irene Chavez.
Another way to contact us for help is to go to our website, which is www.nevadalegalservices.org. You can complete an intake application online at whatever time is convenient for you, and fill out all the information we need, and one of our staff members will get in touch with you.
So it's not necessary. We also take walk-ins all the time, but it is encouraged just because we want to make sure that the client that comes all the way over to see us, they're not just driving or taking time off work, and they're not going to have the answers to the questions that they might have. Our next time that we're going to be here is February 7th, and we're there from 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. Child support, owed back to child support, how to file for divorce, custody. We do have a lot of record selling for employment purposes. After COVID, a lot of people are trying to go back into work, and they did not know that having a ticket from back in 1998 is going to affect them now. So that's a big one right now, will be record selling, when we do assist with that, to seal their criminal record so they could go out there and try to get a job now. So that's a pretty awesome one.
And another pretty popular service is eviction record sealing. Some people don't realize that that's even an option, you know, and with how tough it is to find a good place to live, you know, sometimes it's a barrier for folks that have past evictions on their record due to circumstances that were outside of their control maybe. That is an option in Nevada. There is a process that you can go through for eviction sealing as well.
And we'll be back with more News 25 right after this.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
And welcome back. This year, Nevada and Eastern California have experienced a variety of winter storms, creating at times hazardous conditions for visitors and many others. So the Humboldt-Tiobe National Forest is reminding visitors to be extra careful while recreating this winter. National Forest System lands can provide stunning scenery and recreational opportunities during the winter. Still, it is essential to be awake of the dangers and the risks associated with winter weather. Snowstorms, freezing temperatures, prolonged exposure to cold winds, and possible avalanches in some areas are all concerns when recreating in the winter months. Here are some safety tips to practice this winter. Check for updates frequently with the National Weather Service. That is at www.weather.gov. You can also get road conditions by calling 511 here in Nevada. And always tell trusted people your travel plans, and don't always trust apps or cell service for directions. There are many places in rural areas where cellular service is just not available. Always have an emergency and survival gear with you when traveling. For more tips, you can find them on KPVM's Facebook page. And more than 500,000 people experience homelessness in the United States at any given night. Most of the time, homeless individuals have only sporadic or no access to medical services resource center that has been an effective way to deliver those medical services to those in need.
More than 500,000 people experience homelessness in the United States on any given night. This epidemic has triggered calls to improve housing and social services to people experiencing homelessness. Homeless individuals face many challenges, including access to health care. Most of the time, homeless individuals have only sporadic or no access to medical services, which can result in costly chronic health conditions. This is why the city's Courtyard Homeless Resource Center is taking a new approach to deliver medical services.
This one is the pain medicine. We already gave you this today, so don't take it until you go to sleep tonight, but you can take it twice a day. Twice a day, yeah.
Miles Adamson is a nurse practitioner who works here at the Courtyard, along with a team of individuals, all with a passion and desire to see people change and receive the healthcare services they need.
The most important part of all of the employees that we have here serving at Courtyard is that they have a heart for this community.
Miles and his team go directly to clients utilizing the Courtyard to deliver medical services. Some of the most common needs are mental health and communicable illnesses that can spread easily in tight living spaces.
So we have a team here that are intaking patients and bringing them into primary care, treating things like hypertension, diabetes, but then we also have a street team that's going out into the population here and kind of being among those individuals so that they can pick up on some of those details, those needs, and either get them into that primary care avenue if it's needed, or be able to get them to emergency services if there is something more serious going on.
The Courtyard has a clinic on site where medical needs can be assessed and treated. When individuals need health care beyond what's offered, transportation services are provided, and team members are willing to travel with individuals to doctor appointments to be sure the clients are treated with respect and receive the care that's vitally important to their overall health.
We had this lady one time that was really sweet. She needed a chest x-ray, and we sent her over and had one of our street team people go with her and sit with her in the lobby, and because she was scared, she was nervous. It was a setting that she wasn't used to, and she just felt very out of place. But he came and he sat with her and walked her through that whole process to make sure that she was able to get the care she needs. And that's the kind of team that we want here.
Since the medical team began serving the homeless population here in the courtyard about a year and a half ago, there has been a shift and reduction in 911 calls.
Not only are we are offloading some of the challenge that those services are experiencing, we're also able to build trust with these clients so that over time they're able to build relationships with us. Oh, that's what you're saying, is that last Friday.
The city's Courtyard Homeless Resource Center can currently serve 500 people a day, and medical services are offered 7 days a week.
All right. Well, it's time to check in with our good friend Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals as he talks about backing up your data on your computer.
Hi guys, Josh Osborne with Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial, viewer question edition. One viewer asks, what's the best way to back up my computer's data? Well, let's get right into it. There are 3 different ways to back up your computer. Number 1, you back up your files onto an external hard drive. That means that you buy a device that plugs into your computer and allows you to manually move your files onto it. Number 2, you back up your files onto the internet using a service like Backblaze. I know many people don't like the idea of putting their stuff online, but this service is automated and doesn't require you to remember to use it. Number 3, you use cloud storage. This means instead of storing your data on your computer's hard drive, use an online hard drive, so if anything were to happen, it wouldn't matter because none of your files were on your own computer to begin with. Hope that helps. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Oh, there it is. Cloudy skies and wind expected to return this weekend. John's going to get us a full weather update coming up right after this.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios and worldwide on the local BTV app, the app you need on your phone in 2023. Go to the App Store, get it. Hey, let's check out Fernley at 52 degrees, 56 up in Fallon, and Carson City with a friendly 44. We got Weather Twins in Tonopah and Goldfield at 43 degrees. Also, Cool Spot Award winners. Congratulations. We see Beatty with 51, 55 out there in lovely Amargosa. Las Vegas, 56 degrees, appears to be a Hot Spot Award winner. Death Valley, perfectly pleasant at 60, and here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. It's 53 degrees, and we tied today with Las Vegas for the Hot Spot Award winners. 56 degrees was our high a little bit earlier. Winds out of the southeast kindly to just 7 miles per hour. That humidity at 41%. Yes, we had lots of clouds as the sun rose this morning at 6:54. Beautiful sunrise. Beautiful sunset this evening at 4:50. Picked up a few more minutes of daylight. Soon we'll be leaving the studios in the daylight. Wouldn't that be nice? A low tonight at 45 degrees. Sounds pretty kind. And the winds just 9 miles per hour. Not too bad as we head on into tomorrow, which looks like, 88% chance of rain. No fun. Also 15 mile per hour winds driving it sideways. Sunday things calm down with the winds. Temperatures down to 51 degrees, and we start kind of a rebuilding effort after Monday. But look at Monday. We got a big old pile of rain coming at us and diminishing and continuing on into Tuesday. Wednesday, things dry out somewhat. Look at the clouds just disappearing. And by Friday, we're going to have sunshine, 10 mile an hour winds, 51 degree temperatures. It's going to be a wonderful redemption week. All right. We start off a little wet, end up sunshiny and beautiful. Make your plans. Back to the desk. Here's Stacy.
All right. Thanks, John. Well, don't forget, it is that 3-day weekend. Some of us do have Monday off, so maybe we get to stay in from the weather. But we do have a big event coming up next weekend. It is put on by the Pahrump Valley Seroptimus Club. They are doing a human trafficking awareness symposium. It's going to happen next Saturday at Nye County Commission Chambers. That's at 2100 East Walt Williams, and it'll happen from 1 to 3. The event is totally free and open to the public. And again, January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, so if you'd like more information, reach out to any Seroptimus member, or you can also check out the flyer. It will be on our KPVM webpage. We also want to say a sad farewell to our tech director. Romano is leaving us. So we are all very sad here at the station. So Romano, good luck. We hope he does really well. And we hope to see you back maybe sometime soon. That does it for us for KPVM News. I'm Stacy Jensen. Good night.